Hello and welcome to Super GT's top 10 moments of 2016. It's been a good year. We've had lots of exciting moments this year. I'm going to go through my best 10. We start the top 10 at number 10, obviously, and it's Welcome to Nascar. So the Nascar expansion came out, and this is my first online race, and well, 5 seconds in, and everyone is dead. And then I didn't ghost out for some reason, so I'm just blocking the entire circuit so no one else can get past. And still blocking the entire circuit. Then eventually, after about 2 years, I get to the first corner and then get away. So exciting stuff in the NASCAR League to kick us off there. Number 9 then, this guy gets absolutely abused off the line then at Rio. And then Jim Clark is going to come flying over my shoulder. There he goes. And he's just going to get tossed about like a ragdoll. And he's still getting pushed down the straight. Look at that. He just, well, he's gone. He's absolutely well and truly gone. So number 8, Super Trofeo League. Now this league, I really like this one. This is a good clip from the league. Everyone's using the Super Trofeo Lamborghini. I go here from 10th to 5th around the Ascara chicane. Everyone's seeming intent on wiping each other out for me. Thank you very much for that, guys. Number 7, Mercedes gets trolled. Isn't it good when someone tries to wipe you out, but you end up messing them up instead? So this guy tries to push me. Well, he does. He pushed me into the wall. I bounce back off. Then he's going to ram me off, so I move over to the side. And then he's stuck in a gravel trap. Say see you later to him. Totally wrecked his dreams right there. Okay, so number 6, the first signs of the Illuminati in Forza. So look ahead of that guy. All of a sudden, he's just going to hit nothing and then just spin out. Really not sure what happened there. But on a closer inspection, looks like the Illuminati were present. And that is the key cause of his crash. And the Illuminati came back for many other instances later in the year. So number 5 then, the Pileup of Death. NASCAR brought us many exciting things. And this is the mannequin challenge of the year. Look at this. This guy is trying to get into space. Not sure how he's frozen himself up there, but that is pretty darn cool of him to do that. Look at that. Brilliant stuff. So this was, again, one of the first races I did in the NASCAR League. Everyone crashing. Well, apart from these guys. The lucky 4 there managed to escape. But it wasn't the same for the rest of the pack, unfortunately. As we can see here, the scenes of devastation as we turn around and pan at this awful scene of carnage. 3 people in the air there. So number 4, best rammer avoidance. This was a good one. At Lime Rock, I'm in the Aston Martin. Now you can see that Hot Wheels Mustang up in the lead, or up in the front there. He's just going to wipe out that Viper, push him off. There he goes. Now, watch this. Going into the first turn, I'm going to look behind, just move across, and then put him into the wall. Suck on that. That was definitely the best moment from this year's avoidance of rammers. There we go. Going into the wall. That is pure skill right there. So number 3, meeting Laige. So for those of you who haven't seen it, I was invited to France. There I am on the right. That is what I look like. For those of you who haven't seen me. And I handed this guy, Aurélien Mallet. He won the Season 1 of the Forza Racing Championship. He won himself this car here, the Ford Focus RS. So I went to meet him, handed him his prize, and yeah, it was just a really nice experience to speak to the best player on Forza. He is honestly an alien. He is that good. He is something else on this game. So it was an honour to meet him. It was a really good experience to go over to France, and it was just cool to get some recognition. Turn 10 specifically chose me to go and do it, so you know, that's really cool of them to do that. So really pleased overall to be chosen and to meet Aurélien. Really good experience that was. And then we move to number 2. So this was a great 3-way. This one happened quite recently actually, and it's very rare, incredibly rare, that you get racing of this standard in a hopper, just a standard hopper. So sometimes it does come together, sometimes you get a couple of good drivers, and I'll say certainly now that the game has been out for quite a while, more of the good drivers are staying on the game. So this was probably my best race of the year, full stop. You can see how close it is here between the 3 of us. So we've got the Camaro just behind and the Skyline just in front. I'm in the 99 Viper Even this back marker managed to get out of the way for us. How nice was that? And then on lap number 5 of 6, it was getting very cosy. You still see there that the proximity arrow is behind me. So the three of us are within maybe 50 feet of each other. That is how close it is. And this is lap 5, it's not even the start of the race. So coming into the second turn, we're both going to go a little bit deep, and then the Chevrolet is just going to come back at us, the Camaro, and it's going to be a three-way drag race down the straight. Now you can see there, through that corner, there was no contact between the three of us. That just shows you how good this race was. And into this turn, the Skyline goes a little bit deep, that covers off the Camaro, but then I eventually take the lead, which I did originally have on lap 1. And in the end I do win the race. So overall a brilliant race and a good result to win the race as well. So that was definitely my best race of the year. And that brings us to our number 1 moment, which is cheating Scum. Now this is very controversial. This is going to be controversial. Lots of people won't like to see this. But then again, many people, or many more people, did. Now, there's many times where people wish I would just retaliate and wipe out rammers and corner cutters. And well, this is your moment, because this is where it happens. So this guy who we're following here in the BAC mono around Yas Marina, of all circuits, he was cutting every possible corner. So I decided to turn into Forza Police here and just go for the biggest wipeout of the century. There you can see me in the background in the Chevrolet Camaro. And this is where it ends. So this is going to be the end of this video. This is going to be my last video of 2016. I hope you have enjoyed this one and all of my videos this year. Plenty more to come in 2017. I thank you all very much for watching all of my videos. It really does mean a lot to me that I get all the support I do. So thank you again for everything. This is where I'm going to leave you. Have a good new year, and I shall see you in 2017. He's been smashed off multiple times. He's had many trials and tribulations in Forza. Despite all of this, he's tried to remain calm, tried to be a decent member of the community, tried to race cleanly as possible at all times, despite the adversity, despite getting smashed off. So this is where it comes to an end. This is where he fights back. This man is a silent guardian, a watchful protector.
And his name is
Super GT.
Nascar!